Hello there, Ray here, and welcome back to the ProtoTech SMP server with the crazy goal of farming up every block, item, and mob in the game. And today we are going after extremely rare mobs that only come on the day of Halloween. These mobs are a skeleton riding a skeleton horse, and the skeleton has a full set of diamond armor that is enchanted, except for the helmet, which is a jack-o'-lantern helmet. They also need to be left-handed and have that bow being enchanted as well. This mob is rarer than 1 in 1 billion, and we are trying to collect this on the ProtoTech SMP server where we're trying to collect every mob in the game of Minecraft. There's also some consolation prizes with a whole bunch of other variations of rare mobs that we're trying to get as well, like full iron, full chain, and if you're not familiarized with the ProtoTech SMP server, we have a whole Let's Play episode playlist down below as well as tour videos that you guys can check out. And you can see what we did in the previous years on the server, as the server is the longest running vanilla survival server, so we do this every year during Halloween, trying to collect a different type of mob. And this year we're going after the horsemen with the extremely rare variations of armor and helmets. If you're wondering what the heck is going on with this machine in the background, and how can this be done on a 100% vanilla survival server, I highly recommend you watch the tour video of this area, which is linked below. That'll go into all the detail about how the farm works and what are some of the crazy loots that you can get from it. Once you have watched that, what we do in today's episode will make more sense. A lot of interesting stuff happened over the course of the 24-hour Halloween live stream that we did. I really had a lot of fun doing this and wasn't even tired during the last few hours. So make sure you turn on your notification bell here on YouTube so you don't miss out on future streams. And I would like to thank everybody who came by and showed their support during the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. The lightning farm is going, as you guys can see. We also got a texture pack to go. Oh, here comes a diamond guy. That's awesome. Caught ourselves a diamond guy. That is amazing. But yeah, we got a texture pack to remove the texture of the skeleton, so they're pretty much invisible. We also got a texture pack to remove the texture of the skeleton horse, so you don't see them as well. So we're mostly just left with the armor. We also retexture the jack-o'-lanterns. So the jack-o'-lanterns are kind of a magenta color, and you'll see them when they come through. There's one right there. And makes it easier to distinguish the pumpkins from the jack-o'-lanterns, as both of them pretty much look exactly the same. And there's quite a few pumpkins. You can see the majority is pumpkins, but once in a while you get jack-o'-lantern. The enchanting flickering has also been removed. And yeah, every time you remove stuff like the texture and stuff, there's just less stuff for my game to render. And it makes it easier to also render it since there's just less stuff here. If the guys were completely invisible, it would be a little bit easier to render as well, but we need to be able to see at least their armor, so that's what we got. We also retextured the iron leggings to be green, because the easiest way to tell if a guy is full iron is if he has iron leggings, or if they have like iron boots or iron chest plate, but iron leggings seems about the easiest thing to see. There's an iron guy right there, so I'll keep him. And the way we're keeping them is we're stepping on this pressure plate to the right of me. It's right there. And when that happens, it will send the mob down one more level. And then from there, they'll be sent over into a chamber where we can sort them out. So right now we are in the process of just kind of letting the majority go through the system and die. They're falling straight on through and being dropped into some lava. They're also hitting the ground very hard, so they die. And then when we see something good, we pull it off to the side and we save it. It's a very manual system, as when the mob comes by, you have to kind of judge if this group is something worth keeping. So they come in groups, about 15 or so in a group, and they're coming by so fast that you have very little time to react. Anytime you want one, you have to press this button. So there went ahead and the thunderstorm ends. So we got about 12 minutes that was thunderstorm, and we'll have 10 minutes of no thunder, and then I'll switch back to 10 minutes of thunder. So now during this downtime where we really don't have too much to do, we're not doing any sorting, we actually collected a whole bunch of them underneath of us. So let's press F3. There's currently about 900 entities below us, and these are the guys that we thought were kind of special. When I were sorting them, I kind of collect ones that had jack-o'-lantern heads, which are the retextured pink stuff you see there. I also try to keep ones that had iron leggings. You can see a little bit green there, that's iron leggings. And you can see some here too. So we're trying to go after any kind of full suit variation. So anything that has a full suit like leather with a jack-o'-lantern head, full suit of iron, jack-o'-lantern head. Same for gold or chain or even diamonds. So then we go ahead and press F3 plus B so we see their bounty boxes. You don't want to click on them. If you accidentally click on them, what will happen is if you click and it is a skeleton horse you click on and it doesn't have a rider, your guy will automatically ride it. And then all these skeletons in the entire system will try to attack you. This will cause them to start shooting towards you and shoot each other. And then pretty much every skeleton ends up killing each other. And it will kind of ruin everything we have in here. Oh, do one of you guys click in there? Get out of there. Log out. Oh, wow. Well, we just lost another 20 minutes worth of work. GG. And that's why you don't click on them, guys. So you want to kind of aim off to the side. We got the fishing rod in the offhand. We right click and the fishing rod will throw the bobber out. It will attach to one of the horses. It will pull it in, pull us close enough to us so we can see what is on the skeleton horse. Here you can see there's a leather guy. Nothing unique about that. We can get those any time of the year. So we go ahead and we just use our left click, which is our Smite 5 axe, also unbreaking as well as mending, called Bone Crusher, and that will instantly kill the skeleton horse that was there. We also have Sharpness 2 going on in the area. We got some beacons over there. And this is how we sort them out. So with groups about 15 to 20, it's not too difficult to kind of see if there's anything useful in here. Right click once, then we kill it. And yeah, we've been doing this for a while, so I have a pretty good idea of what I'm looking for. And also at some point you can tell if the one that you want is in the system still or not. So I can see the iron legging guy there. And I can also look above and I can see definitely he's not going to have a jack-o'-lantern head. It's possible he might have a pumpkin head, but it's most likely that he will have a iron helmet on, because the chance of having an iron helmet is extremely high for a horseman, because horsemen usually have a 100% chance of having an iron helmet on it. So only because of the glitch where the game accidentally gives armor as well as enchantments twice to these guys is the reason why we can even get pumpkin heads on the guys at all. Typically you'd only get iron helmets on them, but there is a rare chance that the skeleton is given a different type of helmet other than an iron helmet and it overrides the iron helmet. So we go through a lot of fishing rods. You can see I just broke another fishing rod and you hear 0x is breaking fish rods as well as other guys. But yeah, we're getting down there. There's not too many left. We do still see a pumpkin headed guy. So it's possible he could have iron leggings with a pumpkin head. But there you go. I pulled him out of the bunch. You can see him. He has an iron helmet with iron leggings. And he's nothing special. We can get those any time of the year. Only ones we're really looking for is jack-o'-lantern heads, which are 100% unique to Halloween, or pumpkin heads who also don't have pickup item, meaning that the pumpkin that they have on them is not one that's given by a player, but instead is one that's given to them during Halloween. So it looks like we went through all these. We'll check this group here. I think the other guys are checking ones below. Did you go through all these guys already?
There's still a bunch.
Yeah, I pulled one aside. So this guy here, he's full iron, but like I said, those aren't very useful as we can get those any time of the year. So we're mostly going after pumpkin and jack-o'-lantern. So this batch here has, you can see a jack-o'-lantern head.
This one is left-handed.
Oh, cool. This guy has a jack-o'-lantern head because of the maroon color, and you can see underneath we have somebody that has iron leggings, but you definitely see the iron leggings are more to the right-hand side, where the jack-o'-lantern head is more to the left-hand side. So it's unlikely those are part of the same guy, or it could be an iron guy with a pumpkin head, because we really didn't keep that many pumpkin guys, as we're mostly just trying to go for jack-o'-lantern. Last year we did go for both jack-o'-lantern and pumpkin, but this year we're just kind of aiming towards jack-o'-lantern. It is the rarest, and by focusing on that, it kind of allows us to not worry about the other stuff. Oh wow, we got one that's kind of cool. He's not full iron, but he has some iron pieces, and he has a pumpkin head. I'll show you guys how we keep him. We'll keep this guy for now. What I do is we have these little off cages to the side, and we got some slime here. Gotta be kind of careful opening this up, because if we open this up, they can see you and try to shoot you. But we'll open it up, and then we will pull this guy as close over as we can. So let's try to pull him one more. There he is, right up against the wall that we're looking at. And we have a slime block over here with a button, which is going to push his horse, and it's going to push us up this little ledge and push him on top of this platform over here, and then we'll enclose it. So let's go ahead and push a button. You guys can watch it very quickly. Boom! Gets launched over there, very, very fast. Once inside there, he can no longer shoot you. This guy can't, because his head is inside of glass blocks. And the reason why he can be pushed in here is because horse can be pushed, and he's riding it, so it don't matter if there's blocks inside of his head. As long as the horse can fit in there, it's all good. And we will just close this up. Be very careful so they don't see us. And voila, we got him in there. So he is right-handed. He might have some enchantments on there. We'll have to check it out later, but we'll keep him for now. And you can see 0x, he must have sorted all the ones below us. Like something like this, where you look at this group, you can see they don't have any, like hardly any armor pieces on them. So you know they're not worth keeping, because we want something that has like a full suit. So even though there's a bunch of jack-o'-lanterns in there, we're just going to skip over the arrows. Not really worth our time. And we have to kind of work kind of fast because we only have about 10 minutes to sort these guys. And then it's going to start lightning again. The texture packs were made for me by a few of the viewers, including Feed 'em Fish. He made me some of these really nice ones. Now people have asked if you can kind of sort out the diamond guys just by damaging them. The problem is they have enchantments on them, so some guys might be like full gold with protection 3 on all their pieces, and that would actually make them stronger than like a diamond guy, so they can outlast any kind of damaging system that you would put them through. Also, it's very difficult to sort them that fast, as we get over 110,000 skeletons, as well as 110,000 skeleton horses. So very extremely difficult to sort them out automatically at such high speeds. There's already close to about 1,200 entities in this area at any given time, and that's usually when you really start noticing it, when it gets over about 1,200 entities. So it's already really at the brink of being quite leggy here. Server can handle it quite well. It's mostly frames from the player, just rendering all the different armor pieces, all the different entities. There's so many different models that your computer has to show you, which makes it very difficult for frames to stay quite high. My frames are staying pretty good, about 20 frames per second, and usually they're about 60 frames per second. So they did drop, but they're still doing pretty good. I got all my settings to the highest. But it does help that we remove some of the different textures. There's less stuff to be shown to the player. The mobs are coming by about every second, so you have to react really fast. As soon as they see like a diamond piece, or one with a whole bunch of jack-o'-lantern heads, or some with some iron leggings, I have to hurry, push forward on my keyboard. My guy is going to walk over top of the pressure plate, which is just there in front of me. And that will then push them over once they drop down one. So kind of let them sit in front of me. And then once they see them drop, they actually go to a second layer, and that is the layer which pushes them over. So you can't like instantly press the pressure plate, but by the time you kind of figure out what you got in front of you and you know it's something good, then that's the time you want to go ahead and press it. So I'll tell you if I see something good, I kind of show you how fast you have to react to it. So we got some pretty typical guys coming through right now, but if we get jack-o'-lantern head, there's some jack-o'-lantern heads, so I push forward now. Right as they drop, I push forward, and then that will move them over into this holding bay, and we will be able to sort them out individually after the lightning storm ends. There's also a bunch of guys that are sorting them right now, so that way we can keep the system going, and as fast as they're sorting them, I can keep putting more into the system. Usually about the time you pull a couple apart, you can definitely tell if it's something good or not something good. And then we just let the rest get pushed down into lava. Yeah, it's pretty insane. We got 4 fully diamond guys in 10 minutes. Got one here. Up here we got one as well. And we also got this guy. That's all the pieces. There's one at the very top. That's crazy. In under 10 minutes, 4 fully diamond geared skeletons. So as I'm sorting up here, the other guys are sorting the groups into individual mobs. Here's our iron guy. So Dr. Sploosh is sorting, 0x, and a gamer are all helping sort out like a groups of 15, pull them all apart until they see something good. And if they see something good, then they're going to try to save it. But it's kind of difficult for them to save because as soon as I send down another bunch, everything kind of shifts down by one group. And if they shift too many times, they're eventually going to end up in the lava down below. If we have time, we can also pull across full suited guys that are pumpkin, especially if they're left-handed. Oh, here's a guy that's full iron with a pumpkin head. We'll try to keep that guy. It finished. Okay. Let's see if we can sort these guys up. I'm gonna go check out the diamond guy. Well, that one that you see, here he is, yeah. There's the diamond guy. He's right-handed, and I can't see the enchantments of him because I have a texture pack
He
to
doesn't
remove
have
enchantments.
any
Oh,
enchantments.
really? But we get so many diamond guys during this, it's not even worth keeping them, as these guys aren't unique to Halloween, and we can get these guys any time of the year. And when we're working at the Halloween event, we kind of want to concentrate on pumpkin as well as jack-o'-lantern. Even though these guys are pretty cool, and if you use looting, you have a good chance of getting the armor for them as well. Kind of funny how like getting this is so difficult, but we're actually able to get a wither skeleton on top of a skeleton horse that had a jack-o'-lantern head plus was left-handed. But the whole armor thing is just another whole layer on top of it. You guys get in the center, guys. Get in the center. Everybody, get in the center.
Poison, poison, poison.
Poison! Get in the center or log out. That was a close one. What happened there is that the farm is very picky, and if the player moves out of a very small area, only 3x5 block area, then this will shift where the game will try to put the lightning. Instead of the horses spawning inside of the farm and then shortly being killed, they will end up being spawned in the ocean where they will not die, and they will continue to pile up there until the server crashes. So it's really important that everybody stays inside this area in order to prevent anything bad from occurring. He did get back into that area and the server did not crash. Nudicus captured this guy here, which is a pumpkin on top of a full iron guy. It looks a little strange with the texture packs removed, but we'll take a look at him afterwards as well. But that's a really cool find. I think that's one of the first iron guys that we actually saved. But yeah, they look kind of like this, and you're just not sure if that iron that you see there is associated with the pumpkin on top. Who's sorting this one? Poison Daggers sorting. We also got Nudicus helping. Johnny L. Gamers helping. Some other guys were on earlier as well. Looks pretty promising. Poison. So looks like we got another guy. Iron plus Pumpkinhead. So pull them closer to you, Poison Dagger. Then I'll open this up and we can put him in here. So he'll be able to get pushed by the slime. I push that button and he gets pushed over here into this room. Now we close it up. Nice. Now Poison got himself a iron guy with a pumpkin on his head, and so did Nudicus. That's really cool. We actually got two guys in this one round here. Okay, so we got a full gold guy with a pumpkin head. We'll go ahead and save him. Put him over here. And we'll pull him a little bit more so he's close enough so the slime can push him. Push it. Awesome. So he's over here now. Now we got another guy. The Halloween event is finally over. We'll let this completely finish up with this lightning strike here. You can see we're no longer getting pumpkin guys or jack-o'-lanterns guys. Then we'll go down there and we saved about probably 2,500 different entities. We'll sort through those slowly. Then we'll take an awesome tour of the 2019 ProtoTech Halloween event. It should be really cool to see everything we got. We got some really cool ones like the diamond guy with the pumpkin helmet and a whole bunch of other variations that we're going to be checking out. But that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me as Have Fun in Survival. Bye-bye.